Every year, over 130,000 retail associates served more than 300 million consumers, driving over $10 billion in retail sales across formats, across borders, across the value chain. One unified platform for retail and e-commerce success, ETP Unified Commerce Solutions. Over 500 leading retail and e-commerce brands operated 60,000 plus installations across 200 plus cities and 10 time zones, powered by our AI-first cloud-native technology. From global names to regional pioneers. One intelligent partner, ETP, headquartered in Asia Pacific, the presence in 17 countries. ETP is a future-ready SaaS company built for the retail and e-commerce industries. Our value lies not just in what we build, but how we think strategically, innovatively, and always with the retailer at the center. With over 5,000 person-years of domain knowledge, ETP brings unmatched retail experience across verticals, across business models, across scale. One unified foundation, ETP's unified commerce platforms. Whether you're online first, offline led, or omni-channel by design, ETP aligns with your vision. This is why ETP is not just a provider, we're a technology partner. Our enterprise-class, cloud-native solution suite, ETP Unify, is built for agility, scale, and security. Available on cloud or hybrid models, ETP Unify integrates seamlessly with your ecosystem using our powerful API-first integration layer. Our singular focus, helping retailers grow demand, optimize operations, and improve margins. What sets ETP apart isn't just technology, it's the ability to combine robust enterprise capabilities with modern, agile solutions. Our cloud-native, AI-powered platforms are built on secure match architecture, intuitive to use, powerful in performance, ready to scale. With ETP, retailers gain real-time visibility of inventory, driving higher inventory turnaround, consistent, amazing customer experiences, leading to stronger loyalty unified, CRM and promotions, increasing customer lifetime value. One version of the truth, eliminating product data errors and silos. Powerful order fulfillment for seamless, superior service. AI-powered intelligence for improved profitability. Centralized information, reducing redundancy and increasing productivity. Unprecedented scalability to support continuous growth. One unified database, unlocking infinite possibilities. Match architecture, built to drive retail success. Modular, agile, cloud-native, and headless. ETP's asset-light platforms reduce IT overhead and free you to focus on what truly matters, growing your business, delighting your customers, and staying ahead in a fast-changing landscape.
And here to talk more about the future of retail is Bhavesh Doshi, Vice President at ETP.
Thank you, Anish. Good morning. Yeah, good afternoon. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. A very interesting panel discussion we heard just now. And I think to carry forward that idea of how do we engage with the customers in future, we just thought of sharing, from ETP philosophy perspective, what is the, future for retail. In fact, I would like to put it in the other way around. Are we ready as retailers to able to receive the customers in future? This is what my mentor always keeps asking us, when we have an engaging discussion. So today, just a quick kind of, insight on what we see in terms of, what the customers are going to look forward for in future. I think the philosophy actually is evolving in terms of how retailers are going to the customer and actually being able to market the products. But some of the expectations of the customer today or even in the future are more or less going to be consistent. Maybe a little bit more fine-tuned with all the technology development and advancement which are happening. I think one of the key aspects which the customer is really going to look out for is how much of a personalized service I'm going to get, whether it's in terms of product, service, or post-sales engagement which is there. And what does it mean for me as a retailer if I was doing the retail business? It really means being able to understand my customers, understand how I can actually make sure that my processes are aligned to be dynamic in terms of pricing or promotions and targeted to that particular individual who's going to shop, whether it's online or offline. The customer journey is going to evolve, and it can start from an online digital platform, end in the store, or the customer may actually visit your store and probably end up buying from one of your brand.coms or your marketplaces. So how do we actually ensure that this whole journey of the customer is going to be seamless? So identifying the customer, making sure that we are able to actually provide that service from anywhere capability so that the customer really gets what they want. From ETP philosophy point of view, we see that the digital world and the physical world is actually need to be very seamless. So if my customer journey starts from a digital world and ends in the store, can I, for example, if a customer is coming to my store, if I'm a specialty retailer, I'm able to see that customer, what the customer has dropped cart in my online platform, let's say brand.com. Can I see that what the customer's wish list is and be able to sell that 10% or 15% more in the store when the sales staff is able to actually understand what the customer is actually interested in buying. So I think being able to bring these two worlds together and as the power for the sales staff in the store is what we see as some of the key capabilities which we bring for the retail business. All these, when we talk about retail, we're talking about a lot of data, a lot of information, millions of records which are being churned. I think with the kind of AI-based, LLMs which we have now, we see that we can not only enable the customers to be able to buy better, whether it's before the shopping experience decision, or whether at the time of shopping, whether it's online on the shopping cart, or whether it's in the store, or even in a post-sale scenario, be able to actually promote your products through some of these AI-powered solutions. Second, in terms of the expectation I see is in terms of frictionless shopping, and I think the earlier panelist also spoke about this, personalization, frictionless shopping. And what does it mean from frictionless shopping? I really don't want my personal information as a customer to be shared. But at the same time, when I'm being serviced, I really want to get personalized service. And I want to only give information as much as is required as a consumer to the retailer or to the brand. So more and more emphasis is going to be how we can actually do a self kind of a service for the consumers. Whether it's in terms of the product availability or the price availability which is there, or just the information which they want, actually. Can I automate the checkout process, whether it's the self-checkout or whether it is assisted checkout, make it more frictionless in terms of payments and in the overall experience in store or even on the digital platform. And that's where, from an ETP perspective, we see that some of the technologies which we offer with the concept of headless. So for example, the UI, the user interface is going to be decoupled with the backend business rule. So if the customer is going to check out through a self-checkout, devices can be any, but the business rules engine are so designed so seamlessly so that it can integrate with your core systems very well. And that's where unified commerce experience can also be delivered to the end consumer. Third, in terms of the customer expectations, we see the cross-channel experience, specifically consistent cross-channel experience. Customers buying from multiple channels, whether it's through mobile app, whether it's through your marketplaces or brand.com. Can the customer get the right product information, the right pricing information, and if you're running promotions, then the right promotions across channels in a consistent manner. And they don't feel cheated in that sense, actually. Whether the service level post-sales, can I keep up the post-sale service level at the same level at let's say, customer shopping from, let's say, one of the marketplaces versus customer shopping in the store. And that, I think, builds a lot of trust, and the repeat purchase levels are very high. From ETB perspective, we feel that this can be enabled through a single view of information, the single view of customer, single view of inventory, single view of how your pricing and promotions are being maintained. I think that's very key to be able to build this kind of a cross-channel customer experience. And in terms of the fourth, I think it's very key. This has not changed over time. But here I would like to add, it's not just about convenience for the customer, but it's also convenience to the retail store associates who are engaged. I've got a chance to work in the retail industry for over 2.5 decades. Most of the time, my role has been in terms of servicing and delivery of the software of what we do in ETP. And over 100,000 sales associates wake up every day, work on our platform, and that is the kick I get in terms of being able to improve and enhance their life, actually. We see a lot of room for improvements there in terms of how we educate the sales staff, how we actually bring them up to speed to service the customer in a most efficient manner. So customer convenience, buying from anywhere, any platform, returning anywhere, easy access to be able to look at the product information, and being able to maintain service levels. Let's say the quick commerce, as we all heard just now, that is really raising the expectations of the customer, that even the retailer, whether it's a physical store retailer, should be able to really service the needs at a fast pace. What it means from a ETP philosophy point, I think the entire thought process is to make the whole user interface and engagement very intuitive, very easy to work with in terms of the systems and the functionalities, so that the speed of checkout, the speed of service at the retail stores can all be achieved. That's what really the ETP Unified Commerce solution is all about, bringing the best of the two processes of online and the offline retail space together, whether it's in terms of the pure play retail operations of point of sales, whether it's the promotions management, or whether it's the order management from online and the warehouse management to be able to service the online orders in a very seamless manner. It's cloud native and powered by AI in that sense. One of the key aspects of the design element for us is the core architecture on which this whole ETP solution has been designed, which is the MAC architecture. I think we heard some of them earlier also, but in terms of being microservices based, being able to use a service, whether a product recommendation which is given in store to a customer, can that service also be given to the web store where the customer is shopping, and they get the seamless experience across the different platforms. Being able to scale up in terms of the cloud native solution, when we heard that the retail business, 50% of the business is done over the weekend. Right? So can I scale up my processes, my resources to be able to meet that expectation versus what is done, say from Monday to Friday. So I think those kind of benefits can be really leveraged from the ETP Cloud platform. Because it's Mac architecture, some of these, what we see as technology trends, technology initiatives of adoption in the in-store technology can really be achieved seamlessly. Whether it is touchscreen interface, being able to have facial recognition and based analytics, or whether to have smart mirrors, because of the whole concept of Mac architecture, especially the headless user interface, we are able to actually be able to achieve that kind of a seamless integration and experience. Well, to wrap it up, I guess some of you may have noticed this picture earlier, but what refrigerator did for the refreshment industry, it went universal. What we see is AI is going to do the same in terms of personalization and convenience. It's going to go universal in terms of retail and e-commerce. That's where we are headed for in future. So we hope that we can work with retail companies like yourselves to be able to build a better customer experience. Thank you very much. We look forward for catching up with you at our booth, which is right here over the next 2 days. Thank you.